Honorable Chief Minister, Rajasthan Government, Shri Ashok Gehlot ji, Respected Minister, Government of India, Dr. Farooq Abdullah ji, Honorable Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh ji, Joint Secretary to the Government of India, Tarun Kapoor ji, my colleague and friend, Shailendra Agarwal ji, and guests who have arrived here from all our different states, guests seated here from the Limca Book of Records, and all other present here, people representing the media, friends, and fellow farmers who have gathered here from different parts of the country. I welcome you all to this conference with heartfelt felicitations, for you have gathered here in such large numbers that it inspires and motivates us to a great extent. We are all well aware of the climatic conditions in Rajasthan. Today, we have the honor of being the largest state in the country. We also have 5% of the total population of India. But the water available with us is a mere 1% or so. That is our biggest inadequacy. Rajasthan is often known to people as Thar Marusthal, and it is very dry and hot here, and there is extreme shortage of groundwater. What we mainly wish to say here is that our past and present dependence on agriculture and inadequate water has adversely affected the state of our economy, but we are trying to bring about lots of changes. The main challenge before us was to produce superior crops in maximum possible quantity despite this water scarcity. So, the first challenge was how to make the traditional irrigation techniques more efficient. My farmers' community is all aware that traditional irrigation, as we call it, has a very low efficiency of merely 40 to 50%. This is increased marginally when we carry out open channel irrigation. A case in point is the irrigation facilitated by the Indira Gandhi Canal, etc. After that, friends, you would recall 15 to 20 years earlier, the advent of sprinkler irrigation increased our irrigation efficiency and we could touch 70%. But now, with this new practice of drip irrigation, we can attain almost 90 to 95%, which means that we can bring the water usage efficiency to 95%. The aim of the state government has been to encourage the practice of micro-irrigation and drip irrigation, and with these techniques, we can bring our efficiency to 90%. The programs we conducted in the last 3 to 4 years have yielded very good results. The area under drip irrigation and sprinklers has increased, so much so that in sprinkler technique, Rajasthan ranks first in the whole country today. Almost 80,000 hectares have already been brought under drip irrigation, and our target for this year is another 20,000 hectares. I have full confidence that next year, when we cover 1 lakh hectares under drip irrigation, Rajasthan would be leading in drip irrigation as well in the entire country. So friends, under instructions from the Honorable Chief Minister, the Horticulture Department has carried out certain programs. I would like to share those experiences which many of our farmers are part of. Almost a year and a half back, our Honorable CM had inaugurated a tissue culture lab in Jaipur, through which date palm cultivation was started in Rajasthan. It is a matter of great joy that this year, the first crop on 500 hectares of government farmland was planted, and it has brought very good results. Those dates match the taste and quality of dates which are imported from United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. Similarly, as per Honorable Chief Minister's wish, we are setting up 3 excellence centers in Rajasthan with the help of Israel. One center is coming up in Sagra Bhojka, Jaisalmer, which would be inaugurated by the Honorable CM. Recently, a team of farmers from Rajasthan had toured Israel. The team comprised of some of the best field labor hands and about 15 progressive farmers. They traveled the whole of Israel and saw their technologies. They were highly impressed with what they saw. Then Honorable CM himself visited Israel. Then, as advised by him, we organized an international seminar on fertigation and automation about a week back. That has given great results and generated a lot of confidence in people. Several of the farmers desire to be associated with these new techniques for a better future. Another program I would like to tell you about is the solar pump program. Most of the farmers here would be given sanctions under this program. From the several companies we have shortlisted, the farmers can today decide what category pumps to procure. AC or DC, surface or submersible. The manufacturers would give all the information for you to choose from. This tissue culture lab that is in Jaipur is world class. I would like to request the Honorable Minister, Government of India to please visit this in Jaipur at his convenience. When you see this, you would sense the potential of what we can do in India, in Rajasthan. Our people together, shoulder to shoulder, can achieve any success and milestone. If you see in Bikaner, the first photo gives an idea of how the date is planted. Subsequently, it grows to be a fruit-bearing tree in the fields of Rajasthan. These last photos are from Jaisalmer and Bikaner. These are the pictures of dates cultivated in Rajasthan. So friends, scarcity of water and electricity is a problem. Though electricity generation has improved considerably, we have been striving towards a single solution to both these problems. We realized the importance of a large-scale solution which would not rely on traditional electricity supply. 3-4 years back, we would talk of a small number of pumps. Then we realized that with small ambitions, we would never get the big results we wanted. So, we made a program that was on a large scale for far-flung areas, and especially areas where we still haven't been able to provide electricity. We took these three things into account and made a scheme called the Solar Pump Program. So first of all, we put in place a water harvesting system, which would conserve water from all sources. We collect that water at one place and then lift it with the help of a solar energy powered pump without letting it trickle away and be wasted. Then, this water would be distributed through sprinklers and drip irrigation techniques. In this 3-point solar program, the Honorable CM has now added a 4th point, fertigation and automation. While we would like to increase the efficiency of water given to the trees, the quantity of fertilizers we provide should also be optimized. Presently, the amount of fertilizers we toss upon the crops has an efficiency of 30 to 40%. But through fertigation and automation, we can achieve 90 to 95% efficiency. A solar pump model program has been developed with solar panels that you can see on the top. There are 14 such panels here. You can see the actual demonstration outside this hall. This is the water source. The energy from the solar panels runs the pump. The pump draws water, and that is carried into the fields and spread via the drip and the sprinklers. Our aim through the solar energy pump was first to increase the land area under irrigation. Land area under irrigation in Rajasthan had stagnated. So how do we improve productivity? Suppose we would earlier grow 1 ton of wheat in 1 hectare of land. How do we take it up to 1.5 tons or to 2 tons? So far, we usually grow wheat, gram, millet, etc. But now, we should find ways to grow high-value crops that would yield higher incomes. And we should not limit our market to Rajasthan. We should carry our produce out of here, just the way our farmers saw in Israel. The main reason of their developing economy is exports. Farmers should plant flowers, grow orchards, and get into unconventional forms of agriculture. When they move away from traditional crops, then their economic condition improves. So, our objective was to improve Rajasthan's economy by harnessing solar energy. With solar energy, our dependence on electricity is removed completely. There is no recurring cost and it has a long lifespan. The Honorable CM was just inquiring about it. Sir, the Government of India has taken good steps towards this. If you suppose the efficiency of a solar panel to be 100% today, then in 10 years, it should not reduce to more than 10%. Hence, 10 years later, it will be working at 90% efficiency, and after 20 years, it will still be working at 80%. In the same spirit, we are providing the farmers with a 3200 watt panel system instead of 3000 watts, so that even after 20 years, this 3200 watt panel will not go below 2800 watts. This is how we have ensured this. It is very reliable and easy to use and can be operated continuously without any effort. You would have seen two types of panels. You can operate the panel with your hands. Or if you choose not to, then the state government provides an auto tracker, which automatically changes the direction of the panels towards the sun. We have made provisions for all preferences. Its maintenance is very easy and needless to say that it is environment friendly. We are not putting anything into the system that would pollute the environment. In fact, we are improving the environment by doing away with diesel pumps. Even electricity generation processes damage the environment in varying degrees. The solar energy, on the other hand, is conserving electricity and benefiting the environment as it does not produce carbon dioxide, which most of our processes do. With solar energy, you need not go to the fields at night and worry about snakes and scorpions. I have been to several villages and heard many farmers saying that they no longer depend on electricity, which is usually supplied only at night. They get solar power in the daytime and anyone in the family can operate and use it. This way, the solar energy has helped in better quality time for the family. And carbon credit is a separate issue. There should be an international seminar on this. I would request my friend Tarun Kapoor ji that MNRE should sponsor it, because by paying adequate attention to this area, we can approach international agencies and obtain carbon credit, which can be used to reduce the cost of solar pumps. We can recover some of its cost, which will bring down the subsidies from 86% to about 30 to 35%. The balance can be funded through carbon credit. Now we have launched the solar program on a large scale. In 2011-12, we were a little apprehensive as we were not very sure. Hence, out of our 33 districts, we chose only 14. But by 2012-13, we were confident and started this scheme in all 33 districts simultaneously. About 4,000 pump sets were installed during that year. The Honorable CM made this announcement in his budget speech as well. Honorable Minister, here I would like to make a special request to you. Recently, the Government of India asked me to make a presentation to the Planning Commission, where several secretaries of the central government were present. The Planning Commission assured us that they would approve our proposal of 10,000 pumps. So, my request to you is to kindly facilitate this approval. Solar water pumps are mainly of two kinds, 2200 watts and 3000 watts. These can draw water from up to 250 feet and cost between Rs 4,50,000 and Rs 5 lakhs. The Government of India has fixed the price of 3000 watts at Rs 5,70,000. Here, I would like to thank the Government of India and the foreign manufacturers. Because through international competitive bidding, we have managed to get a very reasonable price. 14 manufacturers have been shortlisted, and some of them have set up their stalls outside. A few will demonstrate their pumps in the afternoon, and a few will speak about their products after 1:30 p.m. here, and will also demonstrate their products. You will then be suitably informed about all this. Sir, by now we have installed about 6,000 pumps. I do not want to boast about figures and achievements. In fact, I would like to request MNRE and independent agencies to visit any part of our state and independently verify our claims. Last year, we installed pumps with an aggregate capacity of 12 to 15 megawatts. It is pertinent to note that if you install a 100 megawatt traditional plant, then it is relatively easy as it is centralized and its technology is known. But if we install even 1 megawatt of aggregate capacity through solar pumps, then the effort and its implications are at par with a traditional 100 megawatt plant, because we have to install pumps of 3 kilowatts each at 300 different places. So this decentralized program that we have implemented should not be evaluated against the centralized programs like 100 megawatt traditional plants. It will be an unfair comparison. Because of solar pumps, we have curtailed emission of about 3,500 kilocarbon. 1,200 hectares of farming land has been brought under irrigation. 240,000 litres diesel has been saved through these 4,000 pumps. And if 10,000 more pumps are installed, then we would be able to generate 30 megawatt power through solar energy. In this picture, this is a submersible solar pump. Corn is being cultivated through solar pump and drip irrigation at this poly house. That structure, looking like a hut, is Theopoly house. There is a solar pump installed outside. I was told that some guests who have come from outside have gone to this village. This picture was taken about 10 days back. These guests would themselves narrate their experiences later. See this. We have installed a plastic mulch within which lies the drip mechanism. This mulch prevents evaporation of about 10 to 15% of the water by protecting it from sunlight. The use of this mulch in drip irrigation is very effective in raising its efficacy to nearly 100%. You can see such a solar pump outside. This is an auto tracker. The small device on top of that farmer in the picture near his head is an auto tracker. It derives its energy from the sun and itself controls all the panels. The old systems that were in use earlier would not rotate. Now, sir, I would like to especially draw your attention to the fact that we have introduced only the pump scheme through solar energy. But out of 30 days in a month, these pumps are not used for more than 5 or 6 days. Say, for wheat cultivation, water is released into the fields for 6 hours a day, and one water cycle is completed in 4 to 5 days. So why shouldn't we use the solar energy for other activities during the remaining days? That will make it a big instrument for additional income for our farmers. I mean, while incorporating it in drip and sprinkler irrigation, we can also use it to provide potable water for humans as well as for livestock. In Rajasthan, clean drinking water remains a scarcity. So, we can think of installing RO system with the solar pump in order to provide clean water. This could be used for providing water for the animals, and light could also be provided in homes as well. Although lighting is not essential in the daytime, but fans, desert coolers and even ACs could be connected to the solar pump. In fact, electrical appliances like juicer and mixer, etc. could also be attached. Although 3 horsepower is adequate, we can take it to 5 horsepower, if you permit. MNRE allows up to 5 horsepower. If we go up to 5 horsepower, then several of the machines installed in our fields for harvesting, cutting, grading, etc. can also be connected to this solar energy. We can innovate and implement so much more with solar energy. So this solar energy that we call alternative energy can be put to multiple uses. We can use it to provide energy for cottage industries like the flour mill, the potter's wheel, rope making, stone carving, etc. I have seen in several areas that work is possible only through electricity supplied. However, despite our efforts, we managed to provide only 5 to 6 hours of electricity, and that too at night, when it is not possible to use it for other purposes. Solar energy is God's gift that we receive during the day when people have ample time. So, we should connect these other usages to solar energies. We really do not have to do much. We just have to connect it to, say, 6 switches. We can install a 6-way switch and connect it to the irrigation pump, to the drinking water supply, to small-scale and home industries, to agricultural implements, and to fertigation and automation that our CM has added 10 days back. The uses and advantages of this solar energy are unlimited, and we should keep that in mind. The price of a 3 kilowatt system has been fixed at Rs 5,75,000 by the Government of India. Through rigorous competitive bidding, we have brought our cost down to such an extent that we can provide all these add-on things within this stipulated cost. But we cannot add anything to this scheme without MNRE permission. So, I would request you to kindly allow us to add all these items at our end. This will go a long way in improving economic conditions in rural India. Friends, the Honorable CM will be launching a training manual on solar energy, and you will all be provided a copy. We have also brought out another book, which is meant for specialists and scientists, and for those who implement the schemes. We have collected all information, MNRE guidelines, thoughts and experiences to compile this very useful book. That book will also be launched today. And friends, it is a matter of great joy that each district committee, which was formed under the chairmanship of the collector, has selected one farmer each who would be given a certificate and a prize of 11,000 rupees today. Thank you.